special video for you guys. It's 13 African American inventors who changed the world. Mike, can you name me one or two African Americans that have changed the world, or inventions? That was made by African Americans.
I can't name one.
You can't name one. Mike, we literally reacted to a video a few days ago that showed things that African Americans have created or invented.
Bro, I'm not good with names, bro. I just remember faces personally. I'm sorry, guys.
So that means you clearly wasn't listening, bro.
I do listen to everything. I just don't. I remember the inventions. I just remember.
Okay, name one. Name one invention by an African American.
I just African Americans create ice cream, bro. I said that in the last video.
Ice cream. And who created ice cream?
I don't know, bro.
Okay, so from
my
memory,
this guy likes to draw me out, man. He's not a true friend, bro.
Not a true friend, yeah.
A true friend wouldn't draw his friend out on a big YouTube like this, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's get into this YouTube video.
I don't know what you're on about, bro. But I can name 2 or 3 off the top of my head right now. X-ray, they invented X-ray, the refrigerator, they invented Michael as well. All right, cool. Let's get in there, man. Make sure to subscribe. Smash his like button.
Go, man.
Let's go.
These innovative creations and many more wouldn't exist today if it weren't for the brilliant minds of these African American inventors.
It's a bit too loud. This is far too loud. What's going on? Why is it so loud? Thomas Jennings, dry cleaning. Okay.
Thomas Jennings was the first African American person to receive a patent in the United States, paving the way for future inventors of color to gain exclusive rights to their inventions. Born in 1791, Jennings lived and worked in New York City as a tailor and dry cleaner. He invented an early morning of dry cleaning and dry scoring and patented in 1821. People objected to an African American receiving a patent, but Jennings had a loophole. He was a free man.
Okay.
At the time, U.S. patent laws said the slave master is the owner of the fruit of labor of the slave, both manual and intellectual, meaning slaves could not legally own their own ideas or inventions. Several decades later, Congress extended patent rights to all African American individuals, both slaves and freedmen. Jennings.
That's crazy, but Mike. That's crazy. So like, slaves weren't allowed to like patent their own inventions.
Yeah, basically.
So like, if they created anything, if they invented anything, technically it's not theirs. Like.
That's exactly what she said, which is unbelievable.
That's insane.
So they have no rights to have any ownership of anything, basically.
You know the vibe I'm getting right now. Yeah, I feel like there are so many other inventions out there that are not accredited to or given to African Americans, bro. Because of that, many things that we think were created by white people was probably created by black people, bro. Is what I'm saying.
Of course.
Congress extended patent rights to all African American individuals, both slaves and freedmen. Jennings eventually used the money from his inventions to free the rest of his family and donate to abolitionist causes.
That's a noble man.
Madam C.J. Walker, hair care and cosmetics.
Born Sarah Breedlove in 1867, Madam C.J. Walker is often referred to as America's first self-made female millionaire. Her life was filled with hardships, and at the age of 20 years, she was both an orphan and a widow. Breedlove's fortunes changed after she moved to St. Louis, where her brothers worked as barbers. She suffered from hair loss and experimented with various products, including hair care recipe developed by an African-American businesswoman named Annie Malone. Breedlove became a sales representative for Malone and relocated to Denver, where she also married her husband, Charles Joseph Walker. Soon after, she began selling her own hair-growing formula developed specifically for African-American women. Breedlove renamed herself Madam C.J. Walker, heavily promoted the product and established beauty schools, salons and training facilities across America. She died a famous millionaire and is today considered to be one of the founders of African-American hair care and cosmetics industry.
Wow.
She was making moves back then, fam. There's no excuses out there. No excuses for the people out there that think, it's not possible to become a business person. It's not possible to come out of the hood and and make millions.
Back then,
it's possible.
Did you say? I can't remember what year did she say? I don't think they mentioned.
I don't think she mentioned a specific year.
Oh wow, that is unbelievable, bro.
Yeah,
that's so inspiring.
Yep. So no excuses, bro. Including for us, Mike. No excuses. With the rights that we have right now, we should be able to, do great things.
Make something happen.
Yeah.
Look at the whip she had. That was basically a double R back then, bro.
Sarah Bone ironing board. Okay.
The
I have an ironing board in my house.
That is used possibly just as much as it is overlooked. In the late 19th century, it was improved upon by Sarah Boone, an African-American woman who was born a slave. One of the first Black American women in U.S. history to receive a patent. She expanded upon the original ironing board, which was essentially an horizontal wooden board.
I could be wrong here, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. I think a patent is like the rights to own something. So for example, if you invent something, you need a patent to make it official that you own it. Without a patent, it's not yours.
Okay.
That's my best explanation. So it gives you the rights.
Let us know in the comments if he's right, because this guy loves to waffle, by the way. But yeah.
Even if I'm wrong, at least I gave an explanation. You couldn't even give a single explanation.
At least you tried. That's all that matters.
Let's
expanded upon the original ironing board, which was essentially an horizontal wooden block originally patented in 1858. With Bone's 1892 additions, the board featured a narrower and a curved design, making it easier to iron garments, particularly women's clothing. Boone's design would morph into modern ironing board that we use today.
The gas mask, yeah, I knew about this one. And traffic lights, okay. Garrett Morgan.
With only an elementary school education, a Black inventor, and a son of a slave, Garrett Morgan held patent on two of today's most important devices, the gas mask and the traffic signal. His technical and problem-solving skills propelled him to success. At the beginning of his career as an entrepreneur and inventor, Morgan created the first chemical hair straightener product, ultimately launching his own business, G.A. Morgan Hair Refining Company. Along with that success, Morgan also started a sewing machine repair company and a newspaper, the Cleveland Call. However, it was until 1914 that Morgan's most established achievement came into play, patenting a breathing device, the first ever gas mask. 2 years later, Morgan and his brother donned the device after a natural gas explosion on the Lake Erie and saved the lives of 2 workers.
Wow.
But Morgan wasn't finished saving lives. After witnessing a terrible car accident, the inventor decided that roads needed a device to determine when cars and pedestrians had the right of way.
Man, this has to be up there, man, as some of the greatest inventors of all time.
Right? Traffic lights is one of the greatest inventions of all time. Very, very important in life.
Exactly, bro.
I couldn't imagine a life without imagine doing.
It will be complete chaos. Complete chaos, bro. So this guy has to be up there, man. It has to be up there because these are two of the most important things, that we, as a society.
Gas mask and traffic lights is crazy.
Seriously, not one but 2. You should win the Nobel Peace Prize for this.
That's a legend right there.
Roads needed a device to determine when cars and pedestrians had the right of way. His solution was the traffic signal, which he patented in 1923.
Alexander Miles. Okay.
The use of elevators in everyday life keeps people from committing to long and grueling climbs up several flights of stairs. However, before the creation of elevator doors that close automatically, riding a lift was both complicated and risky. Before automatic doors, People had to manually shut both the shaft and elevator doors before riding. Forgetting to do so led to multiple accidents as people fell down elevator shafts. When the daughter of African-American inventor Alexander Miles almost fatally fell down the shaft, he took it upon himself to develop a solution. In 1897, he took out a patent for a mechanism that automatically opens and closes elevator shaft doors, and his designs are largely reflected in elevator used today.
I loved how he used his personal experience, to be in it,
And a lot of people create things like that. Maybe their mom died of this, and then they put loads of time and effort into research, and they better it, or they put money into the cause to help it. So, I love stuff like that, honestly.
Yeah, using as inspiration to go do something even better, Philip Downing mailbox.
Businessman and inventor Alfred L. Crowell was
He
born
looks
in
mixed race.
1866 in
Mixed race. How do you know it looks mixed race? This pic is in black and white, so how can you actually tell?
His hair type.
Okay. Was it mixed race, guys? Let us know in the comments, please.
Alfred L. Crowell was born in 1866 in Virginia, shortly after the end of the American Civil War. Growing up, Crowell worked for his father in the carpentry trade, during which he became interested in mechanics. He was later sent to Washington, D.C. to study at the Wayland Seminary, a school for recently freed African Americans founded by American Baptist Home Mission Society. After a few years at school, Crowell moved to Pittsburgh, where he worked as a porter in a drugstore and a clerk in a hotel. While at the hotel, Crowell noticed ice cream servers had difficulty scooping ice cream. Influenced by this challenge, Crowell came up with the ice cream molder and disher, which was designed to keep ice cream and other food items from sticking. He patented his idea in 1897, and the invention spread like wildfire. Unfortunately, Crowell's name was rarely associated with the device, which began popping up across the United States. Crowell died from tuberculosis on May 6, 1919. He was 52. In 1891, anyone interested in mailing a letter would have to make the long trip to the post office. Philip Downing designed a metal box with 4 legs, which he patented in October 27, 1891. He called his device a street letterbox, and it is the predecessor of today's mailbox. It would protect mail from theft and poor weather conditions and expand the postal system, allowing people to mail letters without having to walk to the post office.
Shirley Ann Jackson, caller ID, caller waiting, okay?
Born in August 1946, Shirley Ann Jackson is a physicist, researcher, and inventor. She was the first African-American woman to earn a PhD from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT.
Oh, she went to MIT?
Curious as a child, Jackson grew up with an incredible interest in science and math.
Do you know MIT, Mike?
MIT? What's that?
It's a university or college in the US.
Stand for what?
It's Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's one of the top universities in the world. Over the last 5 years, I think it's been ranked the number 1 university, bro, in the entire world. So it's so it has been ranked higher than Oxford, then Cambridge, and you need to be very smart, obviously, to go there. Oh, she got a PhD though. This woman. Fair play to her.
Shit. That's serious stuff, bro.
Yeah, I know she must have gone through.
Are you gonna do your masters?
What, me?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know.
I might one day do a masters in S&C. Who knows, man? Strength and conditioning.
The thing is, masters is becoming less and less important, right?
I wouldn't mind being a master in S&C. Can't I?
Yeah.
From the Massachusetts Institute.
You don't need it as much, like you said.
Yep.
Curious as a child, Jackson grew up with an incredible interest in science and maths, conducting experiments with her father, and eventually graduating as a valedictorian from a 1964 class at Roosevelt High School in Washington, D.C.
She's a legend.
After graduating MIT with a PhD in theoretical solid-state physics, Jackson worked for AT&T Bell Laboratories. During a time at Bell, Jackson conducted breakthrough research that enabled the later inventions of the touch-tone phone, caller ID, and call waiting.
Incredible.
Legend.
Jan Ernest Masaliga.
In the 19th century, the average person couldn't afford shoes. This changed thanks to Jan S. Masaliga, an immigrant from Dutch Guyana, now Suriname. Masaliga invented an automated machine that attached a shoe's upper part to its sole. Once it was refined, the device could make 700 pairs of shoes each day, a far cry from 50 per day than the average worker once sewed by hand. Masaliga's creation led to lower shoe prices, making them finally within financial reach for the average American.
Wow. Charles Richard Drew, modern large-scale blood banks.
Charles Richard Drew was an American physician, surgeon, and researcher who was born in Washington, D.C. in 1904.
Yeah, it looks white a little bit. Maybe it was mixed race, I'm guessing.
Jeez.
Right? It looks really light-skinned there.
On a sports scholarship, Drew attended Amherst College in 1922, later attending medical schools in Montreal, and becoming the first African American to earn his doctorate in medical sciences at Columbia University.
Wow, Columbia. Columbia is another top university as well.
Drew helped to develop improved techniques for blood storage, ultimately organizing the first large-scale blood bank in the U.S. for American Red Cross. Drew started what would be later known as blood mobiles, which were trucks containing refrigerators of stored blood. These allowed for greater mobility in terms of transportation, as well as prospective donations. But after a ruling that African American blood was to be segregated, Drew resigned from the organization.
That's crazy.
He passed away in 1950 after a car accident, leaving behind his wife, Minnie, and their 4 children. He was only 45.
Portable cooling units, Frederick Jones.
Inventor, entrepreneur, and winner of diverse awards, Frederick Jones is one of the most innovative inventors of his time. In the 1930s, Jones designed a portable air cooling unit for trucks to transport foods, which he patented in 1940. Today called Thermo King. By 1949, Thermo King was worth $3 million and played a huge part in the preserving blood, food, and medicine during World War II. From portable X-ray machines to engines, Jones ended up patenting more than 60 ideas before his death in 1961.
You know, they always talk about people like Thomas Edison and all those other white inventors, but they don't talk about people like this, bro. They don't talk about people like this that deserves to, to be in the same conversation as
same conversation, man.
Yeah, you go everywhere, but you just hear Thomas Edison. You hear about who's a famous inventor. Like, can you think of a famous inventor, Mike?
Albert Einstein. I don't know.
Einstein, I don't think well, he came up with the theory of relativity. I don't know if you could potentially say he was an inventor. But yeah, the point is, African Americans, they don't get the credit that they deserve, bro.
Facts.
They don't, which is a shame. A shame.
Before his death in 1961.
Lewis Howard Litzman light bulb, okay.
After his father...
Wait, 1 second. I thought that was Thomas Edison's invention, bro. Because apparently, bro, I swear down, Thomas Edison has been credited for the creation of light bulb. So this is interesting. I'm seeing this guy, Lewis Howard Litzman. Maybe Thomas Edison stole his idea. It's possible. Do you know Thomas Edison, Mike?
No.
Yeah, he well, just like what I said, he was credited with the creation of the light bulb. So I don't know what's going on here.
After his father left, Latimer helped support his mother and family, lying about his age to enlist at 16 years old in the Navy during the American Civil War. After he was honorably discharged, Latimer worked as a draftsman at a patent firm where he not only learned mechanical drawing, but worked closely with Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. Latima worked with Bell directly to help.
Is what I'm saying, bro. Maybe Thomas Edison stole his idea, fam. Because this woman you said it, he worked closely with Thomas Edison. So who knows? Maybe Thomas Edison was got inspired by this guy. But
it could be more than one person that created something, though.
No, but the thing is, when you search up, you can go on Google right now and search up who created the light bulb, who was the inventor of the light bulb. You don't see this guy. This guy does not come up. It doesn't come up. So they're not including him for the, or giving him credit.
Created the telephone, and it became an indispensable member of Edison's team in the creation of light bulb. Latima came up with his own inventions, such as an improved bathroom in railroad cars and an early air conditioning unit.
Wow. Peanuts product, George Washington Carver. I love peanuts.
A botanist, environmentalist, inventor, teacher, and celebrity, George Washington Carver is one of the most well-known African-American inventors of his time. Growing up, he often switched schools and lived with different foster families throughout the South, eventually earning his diploma at Minneapolis High School. Shortly after, he became a farmer until he went back to school. In 1891, Carver was the first black student at Iowa State Agricultural College, where he received both his bachelor's and master's degrees. He helped the poor agrarians by teaching them about fertilization and crop rotation. And since the region's primary crop was cotton, which drains nutrient from the soil, Carver conducted studies to determine which crops naturally thrived in the region. Carver also used peanuts to create more than 300 products ranging from laundry soaps to plastics and diesel fuel. Are there other African-American inventions you know of? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like and share with your friends. You can also subscribe to our channel to receive the latest videos.
But yeah, that was 13 African-American inventors who changed the world. Obviously, you guys are not going to see any of these people, or you're not going to hear about them, bro. It's just the way the media is controlled.
Yeah.
They don't talk about people like this, But yeah, Mike, what's your takeaway?
Very eye-opening, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this, but I'm learning about Black history a lot more. I feel like you got a bit more knowledge than me, so big up you. So it's gonna take a while.
I don't think so. I think maybe certain areas. I'm sure like you got areas as well that you're strong.
Not with. I'm learning as we go, as we watch. Like it's normal sports, I know a lot, but that's why I talk a lot more on normal sports. But this, like, I just have to sit back and listen sometimes because I actually don't know this stuff. So
the thing is, Mike, I don't know anything. I'm just waffling most of the time. I am just waffling.
Hey, the comments know you're waffling all the time.
I know. I am sure someone in the comments is going to say you're absolutely wrong. I know that, I'm going to have people in the comments saying you're talking nonsense. Listen, I'm just expressing myself in it. I'm just expressing myself.
Express yourself if you feel like you have an opinion. A lot of the time, though, the comments back me when I say things, when you say I'm lying, to be fair. But
yeah. I mean, okay, yeah.
I'm just trolling. But yeah, great video. I learned a lot. Yeah. Let us know what you think of it in the comments. Thank you for 1.5K. Let's get 2K very soon.
Come on.
We're going to go to 10K by the end of the month. We got to speak into existence, man. Love you guys. Love the comment section. Love the interaction. I'm going to start replying on my own YouTube. I don't really have any subscribers, but you're just going to see me pop up and reply.
What do you mean you don't have any subscribers? You have subscribers, bro.
Not in my own YouTube.
This is your channel, bro. Like, you have subscribers.
This is our channel, bro.
Yeah, our channel, yeah. Come on, man. Well, yeah, that's it.